What is good, everybody? The NHL regular season started yesterday, and I kind of got the itch. So I was like, bruh, I'm gonna get my skates or my blades, and we're gonna get a sesh, because I haven't done this in a few days. And I'm gonna keep it a brick. Not feeling amazing today. And my ankles hurt, but we're gonna do the best we can. And also, shout out to Warrior. I got some new mitts. So let's see what it feels like doing this in a different pair of mitts. I got a ball today, by the way, too, instead of a puck. But you know what it is. NHL regular season started yesterday. Man, I'm probably just gonna talk a little bit of puck, shoot a ball at this dumpster, get a nice sesh in, and be on my way. You know what I mean? But I have no idea who's gonna win the NHL, bro. I guess if you ask me, I'm biased here. Give me the Canes. Give me the Carolina Hurricanes. I think they finally get over that hump. Finally make it out of the conference finals. They get over that hump. But for the sake of my Leafs hatred, I know I've said so many times I don't like the Vegas Golden Knights. I think it would be hilarious if Mitch Marner goes to Vegas and immediately wins year one. I just think that'd be beautiful. I think it would be absolutely hilarious. Leafs fans would be so upset. And it's just further proof that Toronto is, in fact, the problem. And they have been the problem. Because, that wouldn't be the only person to leave Toronto and then immediately go win? Phil Kessel did it too, if I'm not mistaken. That hot dog eating dude. A true glizzy gobbler. But yeah, I think it'd be absolutely hilarious if the Golden Knights go and win a championship this year, just because it would piss off every single Leafs fan, because they'd just be like, oh, so you can do it with them, but you couldn't do it with us? And they'd never admit that they are, again, in fact, the problem in Toronto. But nah, that's just for the memes, though. I would love to see Carolina go get it done. And I know, again, I'm biased. That's my Eastern Conference team. But I think it'd just be beautiful to see them get it done. Rollywood is rocking and try and make it back in the spring, obviously, for more playoff hockey if I can. Rollywood did not disappoint when I was up there earlier this year. I got to make it back. But I guess that's like my preseason prediction. If people have been asking me how I feel about the San Jose Sharks and like my realistic expectations, I just want 30 wins. If I'm keeping it 100 here, I really just want 30 wins. That's all I want. We win 18 last year. So obviously we'd have to win 12 more. But I'd love to see us get to 30. So I'd be satisfied. Even if we finish at the bottom of the division again, I wouldn't care. If we win 30 games, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I would consider it a very successful season if we can find a way to get that done. Skates are on. Or blades are on. Put my keys in here. New mitts. And these are beautiful. Hold on. I'll give you all the close-up. Just in case you have not already seen. You know? Look, man, absolutely beautiful, man. They're a little different than my LX3 Pros, obviously. These are the covert gloves. I like the palms a little bit more in these, if I'm being honest. I think there's just a tad bit too much grip in the other ones. I still love them, but I've been messing around with these a little bit more, just like in the house. Kind of like these, but let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. You know, before you get anything done, gotta warm up at least a little bit. But see, look, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I got crossovers to both sides now, which is nice. Still can't back skate. Still cannot back skate, and that's something I gotta learn. That's something I really gotta learn how to do. But we're gonna figure it out. One more. Let's get it. I am pretty warmed up. I ran a couple miles this morning, got my work in. So it's more so just to remember how to rollerblade again. Oh man. Yeah. And I'm not used to using a ball, so this is about to be super tragic. But look, right? Back to talking puck. Because I was talking about my Sharks expectations. I said who I think is going to go win the NHL, or I guess who I want to go win the NHL. It's not really who I think is going to go win it. If I genuinely make like a take on who I genuinely think is going to go win it, I think it's Edmonton. I don't, I mean, obviously, I don't really care. My team is buns. But I think Edmonton's got a squad that can get it done, especially since McDavid took a very team-friendly deal to where they've still got money left over to go get other guys, get the depth around them, try and recreate what Florida was able to do, having so much depth, you know? They're gonna try and do that, and I think they can get it done. But I can't count out Florida, even though I really want to, seeing as Barkov's out. And like, that's the thing for me, is like it doesn't really matter though. It doesn't matter where Florida finishes in the standings, they just gotta get there. And if they get there, they're built for runs like this. And across all of the major sports over the past few years, past 15 years where you've had chances for teams to three-peat, other than 2013 Alabama and the Chiefs, this seems like one of the best teams set up to go get a three-peat. This truly seems like one of the best teams. I think the Patriots have also had a couple of good teams that could do it. We're gonna try and go up and back as fast as possible while I'm talking puck, right? So again, I think Florida has a chance, but like truly, I don't know, man. I think Edmonton finally gets over that hump this year. I really do. It'd be cool to see it. I'd love to see Davo get his. I'd love to see Davo get it done, especially after signing that deal, the deal that he signed just because, like, you know, he wants to win in Edmonton. If he wanted to, he could have been out. You know, like if he really wanted to, he could have forced his way out. But he's not going to do it because he wants to get it done there. He loves that team. They drafted him. They really like him. He loves it there. Him and Dry have been together for a decade now. I don't think he wants to leave his boys. And I don't want McDavid to be the Mike Trout of the NHL. I want McDavid to get his. You know what I mean? Like, he's such a damn good player. He deserves to get his ring. And it's not to say just because he's a good player, you know, that's why people should get rings, just because you're good. But like he has every single individual accomplishment that you'd really want. He's got all the skill. He shows you everything he's capable of. The only thing he doesn't have is a cup. And once he gets that, there's nothing you can say about him. You can't say a thing about McDavid once he finally gets that cup. You know? But I guess that's my NHL final predictions. I think Edmonton gets it done. Like, truly think Edmonton. I know I've said the Canes, that's my homer pick. For the memes, I want Vegas to get it done because I think Toronto fans would be super upset watching that. And I'm not a fan of Toronto. They haven't won since there were 6 teams in the league. And I think that is hilarious. They, also, people got to stop saying the Dallas Cowboys or the Leafs are the Cowboys of the NHL. Cowboys are the Leafs of the NFL. Leafs did it first. The Leafs started the drought first. Sorry talking shit. This is our year. They did it first. Anyways, now we're gonna try and sprint it as fast as we can. Do our thing. Bang. Come on, man. Ah, dude. Ah! See how ugly that looked? Yeah. Still buns, by the way. Still buns. I will say again, I kind of like these a little bit more than the LX3 Pros, these coverts. I don't know, they feel a little better for me. And maybe it's just because I'm newer to it, but I just like there's like a tiny little bit of like rubber grip on the palms of the LX3 Pros, and I just don't like that. I think that's a very comfortable mitt, but I don't like that. I'm not a big fan. We had the NHL opening day yesterday. You had, what'd you have? You had Hawks. You had Hawks Cats. That was a damn good one. Man, Carter Verhaeghe, I love you, man. I absolutely love you, bud. You're on my fantasy roster. I needed those points, big dog. But, you know, last year, the Chicago Blackhawks goaltending was not amazing, right? Second worst team in the league when it came to goals against. And obviously, we all know who was the worst, San Jose Sharks. But I think the addition of Spencer Knight is gigantic for the Hawks. Not because I think it's going to be something that, like, significantly changes their record between last year and this year, but because I definitely think it's one of those things that helps them stay out of the bottom of the league in goals against. You know, and like that's whenever you're trying to rebuild your squad, you definitely don't want to be sitting there allowing that many goals, especially when you're trying to keep a guy like Bedsy. You want to show that you're, you know, moving in the right direction. And picking up Spencer Knight is one of those additions that shows like we're trying to trend in the right direction. And I love the guy. I think he's going to be huge for them, you know, going forward. I know Cats fans definitely wish they still had him, but, you know, you got Bobby for the time being. That's pretty cool. Obviously, the Cats took the win. I don't really think too many people are surprised. Got introduced to Frankie Nazar. I'm a fan of the guy now. Definitely going to be watching more Hawks this year. Obviously, I don't know too much about the league, but still going to be trying to do as much as I can, watch as much as I can. Who else played yesterday? Oh, dude, Canucks fans are having themselves a hell of a, that Canucks fans had themselves a hell of an opening night, even though they didn't play. They got to watch their AHL stud of a goalie, Artur Silobs, pitch a freaking shutout in his first career start in the NHL. I mean, come on. And to do it against former Canuck, JT Miller, I know the Canucks love that one. I know the Nucks fans absolutely love that one. And I think it's beautiful to see it. It's absolutely beautiful to see it. You know, man, Silobs is a demon. Silobs is a dog. Like, if you took an x-ray of his chest, you're just gonna see a dog in there. Cause, oh boy, I like watching him play, man. And the defense in front of him played well too. You know, it's not like I think the Pens are gonna go do anything crazy, but I mean, I think they're gonna be fun. I think they'll have some fun. Those young cats look like they're pretty ready to be out there, you know. I thought the Rags were gonna look a tad bit better, you know, but again, Silobs played a pretty damn good game. It's not like he was taking away too much, you know, like insanely great looks, you know, because the Pens defense played good in front of him, which was pretty cool to see. And then you had the last game of the day. Gabriel Landeskog's first NHL regular season game in 3 years. His first game in 3 years, or first regular season game in 3 years, come away with the win. Man, Cale Makar, love the guy. What a dog. Nate Dogg is now what? The, obviously not including the Nordiques franchise record holder for points scored now. Again, not including the Quebec Nordiques. So hey, shout out to Nate Dogg. That was a good game to watch, man. Well, unless you're a Kings fan. If you're a Kings fan, you were not having fun watching that game. But I think it was fun to watch. I like Nate Dogg. If it wasn't for the fact that they had already won recently, I probably would have picked them as my team. I think they're really freaking fun to watch, man. I think they are really fun to watch, dog. I have a lot of fun watching Nate and Cale do their thing. Cool to see Burnsy back, and cool to see Burnsy playing. Who else they got on that team? Yeah, I obviously would have loved to say, I think they're gonna go get it done, go win a cup. And they have a team that's built to go win a cup. They 100% have got a squad built to go win a cup. But I've made my picks. I guess, for the memes, you've got the Vegas Golden Knights just because it would piss off every single Leafs fan on the planet. It'd be the funniest thing in the world. It'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful. I think the Oilers realistically can go get it done, especially with some of these signings that they're locking their boys down. They're trying to show like, yo, we want to make this work. Davo, you know what I'm saying? Like, Davo, we really trying to make this work. We really want to go on this run, and we got to get the depth to do it. And we're working on getting that depth to do it. And I really like it. And then my homer pick, Canes. That's the team out of the East that I like. I mean, I'd love to say Florida, and I think we're all going to be proven wrong for the people that doubt Florida whenever they fuck around and go three-peat, because damn it, if anybody is built to do this shit, it's them. Like, if anybody is built to miss some of their best players during the regular season and then kick it into gear as soon as the lights come on and it really matters, it's Florida. If anybody's going to hit a different level when it really truly matters, it's Florida. Like, every time like last year, I remember I said, I don't think Florida's gonna get it done because they're just gassed. They played more hockey in the last 3 years than everybody else, and that did not matter. It didn't matter. They got to the Cup final, and they pissed Edmonton off so damn bad that like that game 3 I was at, it was a shit show. They just sat there and just ping, 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 made Stuart Skinner look like an empty net. You know, so look, I figure I'm going to be proven wrong, but I'm sticking with my guns here. It's hard to bet against a team like Florida, but it's like there's no way you go to 4 straight Cup finals, right? There's no way you go to 4 straight, right? There's just no way. But again, if anybody's built to do it, it's them. Let's get some shots up, dog. Let's get some shots up. Anyways, you know, again, I was starting to get that itch, and I felt like I really needed to come back out. I'm going to keep it a brick. I honestly don't have that much else to say. So here's a montage of shots, most likely. I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
I'm counting sheep,
but running out. Time ticks by, still I try.
No rest for cross chops in my mind. On my own, here we go. My eyes feel like they're gonna bleed.
And that's how you end it. That's how you end it. You make some, you miss some. I suck at this. We're going to keep getting better. I appreciate you for tapping in. I'll catch y'all.